Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I have a quick question for you. Who are you? Do you ever ask yourself that? I know I've asked myself that quite often and through many years. So I decided to talk to you over the next several weeks about how we're constantly searching for our lost identity because many of us don't know who we are or why we're here. I'd like to start off today with a scripture. It comes from Revelation 4:11. And it says, "You are worthy, O Lord our God, to receive glory and honor and power. For you created all things, and they exist because you created what you pleased." Christian ministry is based on the assumption that there are some serious-minded people who want to know who they are, what they are, why they are here, and where they're going. Maybe not many people wonder that compared to the entire world's population, but enough people are asking those questions to form a pretty nice congregation almost everywhere you go. Now, if I'm wrong about that, I might as well just leave my Bible closed and never read it. But I firmly believe there are some who are serious and want to know the answer to the question, what is my purpose in life? Unfortunately, the masses have been given the wrong answer, and that unfortunately has led them farther away from the knowledge of God. This includes all the religions and the philosophies of our world. But that's kind of been a neat trick and a successful trick of the enemy of our soul. Many people have tried to answer that question and consequently led many people astray. So I want to discuss a few of them now and point out how empty and pointless they really are. Now, the first way people have been led astray is they are claiming their identity through their work. Now, some would insist that our chief purpose in life is to work. No other place in the world since the days of Adam up to this present time has given more honor to work than on the North American continent. Not that we like to work, we just like to talk about what an honorable thing it is. Have you ever stopped to consider what work is? Now, I want to define the word work and the action of work in its most simplest form. Here we go. Work is moving things and rearranging them. In other words, we have something over here and we put it over there. Something is in the bucket and we put it on the side of a house and we call that painting. Something is in our pantry at home and we work to put that into some kind of cookware and then on the table to put it into our family, and that's called cooking. Now, some of you may smile at this oversimplification that I've given you, but you'll find this definition of work a very good and solid one. Work is taking something that is somewhere, putting it somewhere else, and rearranging it. To the most casual observer, the obvious thing about work is its short-term or short-range focus. It never has a long-range purpose. For example, a farmer has some corn in his barn. He puts it in the field, he covers it with dirt, and then after nature has worked on it for 3 or 4 months, he takes it from there, he puts it back where he got it, only there's more of it now. The next year the corn is gone because his cattle have eaten it. Therefore, work always has a short-range purpose. But what's the result of all this? Why do all this? Why put that gray or that tan or that white paint in that bucket and put it on your house? Well, you say, so the house doesn't get affected by the weather, so it'll stay nice and look nice, and that's all well and good. But there's never been a house built that doesn't rot and get run down and finally get replaced with something newer. Nobody can convince me actually that I am only made to work like a farm mule without having any future or any reason except to work. A person can work all their life, they can be identified by that work, and then retire. Shortly after retirement, they pass away because they've lost their purpose in life. The end result of work is utter futility. Well, let's look at a second way that most of us establish our identity, and that is through education.